Sometimes in life, you have to make a difficult choice. You have to walk away, let people go, and allow certain relationships to end. Not because you stopped caring, but because you finally realized that protecting your peace is more important than holding on to something that keeps hurting you. If you ever want to make the wrong decision, ask everyone, because when too many voices fill your mind, you stop listening to the one voice that matters the most, your own. Nothing in this world will bring you greater peace than learning to mind your own business and focusing on your own path. Do not follow the majority just because everyone else is doing it. The crowd is not always right. Follow the right path, even if you have to walk it alone. Love doesn't die because of distance. Distance only tests love. What truly destroys love is doubt. When trust disappears, even the closest hearts can feel miles apart. Every time you complain about life, you are unknowingly telling the world how powerless you believe you are. Strong people don't waste time complaining. They spend their time changing things. The more you understand yourself, your values, your purpose, your identity, the less you will crave the approval of others. Because when you truly know who you are, no one else's opinion has the power to define you. Never allow small minds to convince you that your dreams are too big. People only criticize dreams. They are too afraid to chase themselves. And remember this, starting again is not failure. Never feel guilty for rebuilding your life. Sometimes starting over is the bravest decision you can make. There will always be people who secretly want to see you fail. Don't argue with them. Don't try to prove them wrong with words. Just disappoint them with your success. Be smart enough to ask for advice, but be wise enough to know who deserves to give it, because not everyone who speaks actually understands the road you're walking. Sometimes people will laugh at you. They will mock your ideas, your dreams, your ambitions. Do not react. Do not feel discouraged. Instead, wake up the lion inside you. Work hard in silence, and let your success speak so loudly that it silences every doubt. The strongest people in the world are often the ones who help others the most, even while they are quietly fighting their own battles, because true strength is not shown by how much pain you avoid, but by how much kindness you still give, despite that pain. Always remember this. Not everyone is replaceable. Be careful with people's hearts, because sometimes the damage you cause can never be undone. Never let fear decide your future. Fear will always tell you to stay where it is safe, but greatness lives outside your comfort zone. You learn a lot about people when they stop getting what they want from you. That is when their true character finally reveals itself. And never forget this powerful truth. No one can make you feel inferior. Without your consent, your value does not decrease because someone else fails to recognize it. Sometimes the smartest thing you can do is remain silent. Keep your mouth closed and your eyes open, because when you observe quietly, you begin to see people for who they really are. No matter how long it takes, the truth always finds its way to the surface. Happiness is not a destination you arrive at someday. Happiness is the journey itself. It lives in the small moments, the quiet victories, the lessons along the way. Progress is impossible without change. Growth requires discomfort. Pain makes you stronger. Fear makes you braver. And heartbreak makes you wiser. A successful person is not someone who never faced criticism. A successful person is someone who builds a foundation with the bricks others try to throw at them. Life is a one-time offer. You don't get a second version of it, so don't waste it living a life you don't enjoy or chasing goals that don't belong to you. And before you judge someone else's life, make sure your own hands are clean. Don't judge anyone unless you are absolutely certain you are perfect yourself, because sometimes The smallest act of kindness, a smile, a compliment, a single kind word, can completely change someone's day, and maybe even their life. So, no matter what happens in life, always choose kindness,